Jill.
I'm leaning more toward,
No.
you don't think so?
Why would she do that to me?
I thought you two were talking.
No, we've been talking for a while now.
I don't know.
No, can't be.
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna be looking at all of them suspiciously. Give it Gregory, but even though they me and him were talking,
Huh?
I'm gonna call them out on.
This year, there's too much of that crap all going on.
Who knows, it could be,
Could be anyone.
huh?
Could be anyone.
Yep. You know why? He's trying to be careful. Think about it.
Yeah, I still say, I would venture guess no.
He was on the school committee, remember?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, but not Lawrence,
Like 4 years.
not Lawrence.
Yes, he goes to him?
Oh,
No. No, Lawrence. Ask him.
Who? Why was District D, Lawrence?
Lawrence.
Who committee? Yeah.
oh, I
Not the
didn't,
vote.
I don't know if that.
No, not the vote.
I
Lawrence
thought it
County.
was.
But Giovanni got on after I left.
So there's 2 suspects up there.
I have a document on what time.
You need to go see Shane. I can't go tomorrow because he keeps calling me and Rich keeps saying, you need to go see Shane, you need to go see Shane. But tomorrow,
After this week it'd be better.
tomorrow I'm going to Kathy's because she has a baby. And she won't have the baby in June
What?
because they have sitters.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, my sister is home in New Hampshire. And she's got training for 2 days. And of course, it's like,
Good evening and welcome to the Housing Committee. Today is Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Voting members, to my left, we have Councilor at Large Rich Russell. To my right, we have Councilor at Large Selena Reyes and Councilor Gregorio de Rosario. Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Act of 2022, this meeting of the Housing Committee is being conducted both in person and via remote participation. A reminder that a person who would like to listen or to view this meeting while in progress might either attend in person at the location above or any of the following access locations: the Lawrence City Council Facebook page and the Lawrence City Council YouTube page. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilors, we have one new item today, and this is item 152-23, which is the disposition of real estate property of 262 East Haver Street, Unit 12. It was put together by Francisco Sorello, the assets officer. Francisco, before we go into the detail of the disposition process, we would like to discuss a few things before we release any names. So for the record, we've received a new list, which is a little different than what we received before, with the 5 applicants. And I think that it is it's slightly different. Can you go over the difference of what we have here in front of us?
Yeah. Francisco Cerullo, 12 Methuen Street, Asset Officer, City of Lawrence. When I was preparing the list to send to you, I actually put in the wrong information in the wrong places. Noticed it today, and I did the corrections today, and that's why I submitted it. There were 5 people that applied, submitted bids. One submitted after 2 o'clock, which was the cutoff, submitted at 3 o'clock. As you see, one person did not fill the whole paperwork completely.
So on the original one that you sent to us, the names were provided, and the higher bidder looked like
He was actually
he wasn't compliant on the original package that you sent.
He actually
But on
wasn't
the
in com-
package that you provide today, it is not.
Correct. He wasn't in
Can you
compliance
go
then.
over and explain that to us? What is?
The error
why-
was
why
mine
is
when I was
that?
fill out the information to submitted to you. He was never in compliance before either.
No, I'm saying, on the information that you provide to us, it looked like that the person was in compliance. I'm not gonna release any names.
Correct. Because it was
But
So-
now it is not.
correct. This is the
So
correct
what
sheet.
is that, what was the issue there?
He didn't fill out, the issue was when I was putting in information on spreadsheet, I put the wrong name in the wrong place.
Councilors, I think that for the benefit of transparency, I think that we should review the packages and make sure that when we do the disposition, it is actually we actually review the full package. That's my thought about it, but I'll proceed with what councilors wanted to do. Any questions on regard to this item? We see the difference? So on the first one,
Oh, I see it.
oh, okay. All right. So, councilors, what is your wish?
I think we can review the whole packet before we take a more better decision, what they presenting to us.
Okay. Any other thought or comment?
One.
All right, go ahead.
I could definitely bring in the package for council meeting, but I will also urgent the urgency of submitting
No,
this.
it's not an urgency when it comes to transparency. No, I'm not putting my vote on that. I would like this committee to do the work, because there is a misinformation there, and if we send it to the full council, that means that
You're-
we're sending a name on it. And this is not, this, if we do the review at the full council level, and we find a mistake or anything like that, that could be an issue. So that means that this committee is not doing what it's supposed to do. So I wouldn't thought twice and never doubt about the information that was submitted originally. But now, today, we have a different 10.
Correct.
So,
The error was the original, the first one I sent in, but,
but we agree,
no,
we agree upon something. There is an error there.
right, there was an error
Yeah.
originally when I submitted the information correctly.
All right.
By all means, I'm more than willing to bring in the packets in.
Okay, I'll tell you this much.
Is
For
a-
the last 9 years, we have done about 4 different disposition in terms of 5 different houses. We always do dispositions for lots and stuff like that,
Correct.
but never for properties that are already established. When that comes in front of us, there is a misperception up there that we give up properties. And I keep on telling people that that's not happening.
It's not happening, because
And it's not gonna happen, trust me.
It's not
So, to keep that argument alive, it is better off if this committee do the work as it's supposed to maintain that argument that we keep on having, you, me, and councilors that belong to
Correct.
this committee. So I don't wanna hear any names, because, and then the process,
it's tempting.
we discuss the process based on a name.
Correct.
We don't want to do that. We want to make sure that the 5 packages that were submitted, we review it based on the same concept as you guys did, and then we go from there. If we find those mistakes, by all means, you're going to have the clarification and the committee behind the decision that you guys made. But in the meantime, there was an error, and we all agree that there was an error.
Correct.
And it happened to be that the error happened with a higher bidder. So that's basically, if it wouldn't be with any other bidder, I wouldn't have no issues, because I would have go with the higher bidder. But now, I have no choice of making sure that the higher bidder have an issue. And if he has an issue that you establish here, then by all means, we can go to another candidate. So let's review the packages.
So my question,
Sure.
Council Chair, through you, and because this is a condominium, and the fact that the city is behind on making sure that the condo fees are up to date, and we're in the process of losing it. Is
All
there
right,
a
let me ask you a quick question before we go into that. For how long the property was vacant before we actually did the process?
3 or 4 years.
3, 4 years.
And
So
we're behind, and then.
2, 3 months, it's not gonna affect the process. We already have done it for 2, 3 years. You know where I'm coming from?
I understand where you're coming from. My question is, could we get the housing committee quicker, establish a new meeting before 2 weeks?
Every time that I have, as a councilor, I have an issue with the sentence. As soon as we get to the council, we need things quicker. In every committee.
I'm asking a question.
But I'm telling you my perspective. Every committee that I'm part of, as soon as we get something, we need it yesterday. Let's allow the process to be fair. Let's allow the process to be transparent, because we don't want, after 9 years that I've been on this committee, to actually not have that argument of being transparent and be focused on keep on working towards a better communication with the city and a better communication with the resident.
And I'm 100% with you.
Yeah.
And I believe that
Reassure.
I have been very communicative with the council.
Sure. I know that, for sure, 100%.
And I agree with you that there's been misconceptions that we're giving away property. One thing we don't do, we don't give away property. The second thing is because you guys see it before there's a final vote on anything.
And let me tell you something. In the last 9 years, we have dealt with 5 different houses. So it's not such thing as giving up property.
Correct?
So it's not such thing. That doesn't exist. At least going through this committee. Councilor Rosario.
I mean, thank you through you, Chair. But, I mean, if we place it on the table, it's a good possibility if we get the packages on time, that's going to take almost 2 weeks to come back to the committee. So it will be a full council committee coming in next Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. From there, we reassign it to the committee again, and then the week,
Well,
we
no.
have budget.
I believe the council,
Yeah, so it's about, it's gonna, as soon as we get the package and revise it, it's gonna be most likely 2 weeks for you to come back.
but we tabled it in here, we're not resubmitting it.
Yeah,
Right,
we keep it here.
right.
So motion to table.
So you looking for the names or just,
Just, hold on one second. Drop it. Can you?
I will draw the motion to table.
Okay, so just to continue the conversation, let's clarify that. We would like to see the RFP package coming when you guys open the envelope. The whole package.
Okay.
That it was the application, everything. So we can see the evidence of those two that were denied for lack of being part of the process. And then we continue with the other three, and we can have the whole thing, you can have this committee reviewing the whole package. So you receive a package with the RFP application, with the check and everything, copy of the check, copy of everything, deposit amount, signing off, check, all the stuff, just put it on the package just like it was originally. Obviously, not the original check. We don't want that at all. But I'm assuming that you have a copy for the record and all that stuff. So one by one, we're gonna go and taking the same concept as the committee reviewer. Okay, minimum amount, it was this, maximum amount or the minimum bidder. The minimum bid was this amount, the deposit, yes, you have the deposit. Sign off, yes, it's sign off. Check, yes, you have the check. And we take the word on the 9 copies.
okay,
And we go from there. So once we review that thing here, we can see that the mistake, it was something that it was justifiable, and then we go from there.
not a problem.
All right? Now, well, we might be able to.
Motion to table.
If it is any other question,
Second.
there is a motion to table, properly second. There is another caution on the motion to table. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. All right, thank you so much, Francisco, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right, councilors, there is no new item on this, for the agenda, so I entertain any other motion.
Motion to adjourn.
All right, there's a motion to adjourn, properly second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you so much.